All right, look at here. So this is the degrees, 28, 29, 30. All right. So let's move on here for round 31. Here you will work 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. So let's work here the first repetition together. This is my decrease. All right, work all the way around. And now for round 32, you will work 24 single crochet. Ta-da! Very easy. Work your single crochets here, and I will catch you up for round number 33. Super good. For round 33, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. So once again, let's work the first repetition together. Repeat all the way around. And now moving on for round 34, you will work 18 single crochet. Once again, very easy. Work your 18 single crochet here, and I will catch you up for the next round. Super good. We will stop here real quick just to add a little bit of stuffing material. All right, we are almost near to close this toy. And let's move on here for round 35. And for round 35, you'll work 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 18 stitches here at the end of this round. All right, so work here your repetitions, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and I will catch you up for round number 36, which is our last round. Super good. Once you arrive here, once again we will work with the back loop only of the stitch. So for round number 36, you will work 12 back loop single crochet. Okay? So work here your back loop single crochet. Very easy, very simple. You can see that here I didn't add my stitch marker, but if it's harder for you to see where is the last stitch, just add for safety, okay? And we should have, again, you see the remaining front loop should be there. All right, now let's cut this yarn, add this in the stuffing needle. I will add a little bit of stuffing material just to finish nicely. And to fasten off, you'll grab just the front loop of the stitch to close this head, okay? This is how I fasten off my toys. I grab just the front loop of the stitch. There is again a video tutorial only showing you about how to fasten off your crochet toys. All right, once you're done, you can pull it tight once you grab all the front loop of the 12 stitches. And now here I will show you that I like to once again wave in here, but this time on the last round. And then we just hide this remaining tail inside here of this toy. Okay, very nice. And that's it. Ta-da! We can cut this. And look at her. She's starting to have a shape. You see the line? We will work on that later on. All right, now we'll start working the skirt, okay? You remember this front loop over here that it's making a line? You will attach the red yarn and we will start working the skirt of Mrs. Grinch, okay? So attach your red yarn, and this is how I do. I just pull the yarn inside. For now, I will just hold this yarn with a pin. Later on, of course, I will secure, but let's leave it like this for now. You will chain 1. This is just how I start. You can start with a slip knot if you want to use whichever way you like. The important thing is attach your yarn and start crocheting. For the first round you will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Repeat 18 times because this is the total amount of the stitches that we have in this round. We don't have 18, we have 36, but because we are working 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, you will repeat that 18 times. Okay, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and you should have a total of 54 stitches here at the end of the round. Work all the way around and I will catch you up there. You see, this is the detail that we are searching for. Okay, now we'll just secure the beginning here of this tail. All right, and I will leave this here for later. Later we will double secure the beginning of the yarn. Now we'll start, we will of course continue crocheting in continuous rounds. But before going, let's just attach a yarn here so we know where is our last stitch. So we add a stitch marker. For the second round, you will work again 1 single crochet, 1 increase. You will repeat 27 times and you should have a total of 81 stitches. Here I want to tell you one thing. It's not important that you have exactly the same amount of the stitches. Here I'm just showing you the math and how much you should have. But differently than when you're working a normal amigurumi, like when you're working the shape of the head, the shape of an arm, the shape of a body, you need to have and match the math and the amount of the stitches. Here we are working with hyperbolic form. We want a flowing dress. So just work a lot of the increases here. If the numbers don't match, you don't need to worry, okay? Look at this. This is what we want. Is this flowing dress that we want, and we achieve that by having a bunch of stitches overlapping each other. All right. Now for the third round, we will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase. So this is a little bit different. You will repeat again 27 times, and you will have a total of 108 stitches. You see, it's a lot of stitches. I don't want you to count until 108 just to make sure that you have 108 stitches here, which in fact, the only thing you need is a bunch of stitches. That's it. Try your best to do 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet in the first 2 rounds, and in the third round, 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat all the way around. That's it. Don't need to keep counting here. Once you reach the last stitch of round number 3, you will work a color change. So for round number 4, we will change to white, and we will work here again with the back loop of the stitch only. Okay, so you will work 108 back loop slip stitch, or 108 or just back loop slip stitch all around the dress. Okay, don't need to count. If you like counting, good for you. Count until 108. If not, just close your eyes and follow the flow here. Your dress will be flowy anyways. It doesn't matter if you miss 1 or 2 stitches. Great. Now we have a lot of endings here to wave in. So let's cut this yarn. All right. And here I will show you how I like to just double secure, not double secure, but how I fasten off. So I just introduce here the tail in the back loop of the next stitch. That's it. And now what I do here is to wave in, but before that, let me just give a knot here. So we have the beginning and ending tails tight. Okay, and now I can wave in this tail here inside those stitches. Okay, and it's very simple. Like just wave in, this will not be unraveled. You gave it a nice knot, but let's just make it a little bit neat over here. Okay, now that's it. I just wave in the next 2 stitches, cut the yarn, and you can do the same with the white. And with the red is a bit different. You just bring the red inside of the toy, outside the same stitch that you have the beginning. You remember the beginning of the yarn that you brought it here to her back? and you just tied a knot over there, okay? And you can hide this knot, of course, inside her body. Okay, super good. Let's hide this here. All right, and look at this. Yay! Look at this dress, so cute dress. Let's organize here. It's looking very nice. All right, now let's move on and start crocheting the hair. Okay, the hair again, we will do same technique kind of that we did with the dress. Okay, so you will attach the green yarn on the top of the head in any stitch here on the top of the head. And again, this is how I do. You've seen it. Let me just fasten this with a pin. Later on, we will secure that. And here you will chain 17. Okay, I did not write that, but chain 17 over here. And this you will repeat 12 times because we have 12 loops, remaining front loop, right? From the last round we have 12. So once you reach and you chain 17, you will skip the first chain. Okay, now I have 17. You will skip the first chain, and here you will start working the second chain from the hook. You work 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Okay, and this you will repeat 6 times. So 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. You repeat this 6 times, and you will be left with 4 chains on top. I will show you. Let me just speed up this a little bit. Now you have 4 chains over here, right? So you'll work 4 single crochet. So you'll work 1 single crochet in each of the chains. So this is very easy, okay? Chain 17, start crocheting from the second chain from the hook, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, 4 single crochet in the remaining 4 chains. Once you finish, you join with a slip stitch. All right, slip stitch, and that's it. You'll repeat again. So again, chain 17, skip the first chain, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and all of that you will work 12 times, right? This is how you should be looking like once you finish. You should have 12 stitches, right, working in the remaining front loop here of the head. So you have now 12 hair strings, let's say it like that. You'll use safety pins to organize them. The first 2 strings in the front of her face, I put them together like this on the side so we can see her beautiful happy face. Okay, now what you're going to do is you will sew all of the stitches here. Okay, all of the stitches, all of the hair strings. So you go replacing the pins with 1 stitch. It's very easy, and that should be fast because you have 12 hair strings, so you'll work 12 stitches, 1 in each hair string, and that remaining of yarn is the yarn that you're going to use to double secure again. So you'll bring your yarn outside in the same stitch, tight a knot, and that is how you secure the yarn. Okay, I will show you here how you do in the first 2 pieces of hair, and then you can continue working from there on in the next remaining 10 stitches, 10 hair strings, I mean. That's it. You see, I'm already on the second hair string. Remove the pin, move on for the next one over here. Where is it? Yeah, here. Remove the pin, and that's it. Go replacing the pins with 1 stitch. That's it, all the way around. Okay, and once you're done, this is how it should be looking like. And now we will embroider the eyes. I like to embroider the eyes, and how I do this is I take an embroidering thread or floss, and I work straight lines with the size of one stitch. So I start making a lot of repetitions. Once again, leave the tail outside so you can double secure the edges. So how I do this is I work a lot of straight repetitions here until I achieve a round shape of an eye. If you're working with safety eyes, with any kind of plastic eyes or glued eyes, you can check the written pattern. That is the exact position where I am embroidering these eyes, okay? So work here your repetition, a lot of straight lines until it looks like this. This is fine for me. Work the second one. This is how it should be looking like. It's so fast. I like so much to edit videos. Okay, now with the same thread, you work here 2 stitches on the side of the eye, 2 rounds under, and let's embroider the happy smile. I mean, I'm working Mrs. Grinch happy. She is a happy character, created character. So you can make any kind of mouth here to make her look more evil, more unhappy, or whichever expression you want to give. I like her to be very smiley, okay? And I'm gonna show you here how I embroider the smile and how I secure this smile nice to be exactly in the position that I want. Again, this is I'm going here how I think it looks nice, but the exact position where I am embroidering, her mouth is in the written pattern in the description below or in the first comment you can find it. Here what I'm doing is I am just securing this smile to be where I want. So this is how you do it. You make little stitches to hold the smile. Once you're done, you bring your yarn to the central part over here and let's embroider her nose, okay? All right. Super good. And look at this. Oh, she's so happy. All right. Once you're done with this, you can cut. You can secure these edges, okay? You just give a simple knot over here. All right. You can cut this and hide it inside her body. Very simple. This is what I do with every ending or beginning and ending of the yarn. Now with the yellow yarn, I'm gonna work the side details, the side like sparkling eyes of her her eye, okay? You can work here with white color, with pink color, you know. I like the yellow one. I think it brings up nice and it goes nice with the green color. So let's work here. I'll just show you the first one. It's very simple. You just go to the side of the eyes and you make one straight line. And when you're pulling the yarn, I want to show you here, use your finger to direct exactly where you want this yarn to be, okay? Like this. This is what I do. Hold it, ta-da, that's it. It will stay where you direct when you pull it. All right? So now you can work the other side. And once you work the other side, you bring the white yarn to the same stitch and you double secure as I showed you before. All right, now let's move on here. Let's add the hair tuff. The hair for the Grinch, when I shot, I had a problem, so I couldn't shoot how I attach the hair, and this was a big problem. Everybody's asking me how I do it. So now you can see it. It's very simple. You cut a lot of pieces of yarn and you tie it on top of it, like this. Ta-da! You see? Easy and fast. So I'm gonna tie here 12 pieces of yarn, okay? You just introduce your needle, fold it in half, pull it inside, and the 2 strings inside of the loop you created. That's it. We have 2 strings over here now. Now you can add all the way around. Here I'm working 12 pieces because we have 12 stitches on her head, right? And once you're done, this is how it should be looking like. What we are going to do here is to cut in the size that we want. I think this is nice. This is okay. Let me just organize here. Once you cut, you take a sewing needle that I use here to embroider everything, and you go opening the plies of the yarn. Okay? Now here is the patient game. So we'll just, with the needle, go opening the strings, opening the strings. Everything that you don't want the yarn to do, you are doing it now on purpose. Okay, this will help the knots here that you just attached to stay put, not go anywhere. And once you have a very fuzzy hair, you once again cut. You can groom her hair now on the size that you want, and ta-da! We have the hair tuff. Now we will work some details here on her chest, and we will do that with the white yarn. So you just introduce your white yarn here on the back in any random stitch, and we will work, let's say like this, we will embroider 2 X's, okay, 2 X, one smaller, the top one, and a bigger one underneath. So this is very simple, super easy. So it is the size of 1 round, literally, so 1 stitch. So work the first one over here and the second one. You leave 1 round distance between one another. Then you can bring this yarn outside in the same stitch and give a simple knot and hide it inside of the toy. Ta-da! Look at this. Mrs. Grinch is ready. I really hope you enjoyed this pattern. Your happy Grinch is not alone anymore. He got a mate. I hope you like this pattern. If you like, give me a thumbs up and I see you next time. Bye!